good with y'all, man? It's been a little minute since I've been on YouTube. But fun fact though, right? I had recorded a video that's similar to this one already, and my dumb ass deleted the footage. So we finna try to run it back. But anyways, man, I hope y'all been living y'all best life, man. I hope y'all been taking care of yourself, doing what you need to do, getting everything done that you need to get done, man. Pouring back into yourself and loving on yourself, man. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to provide a little bit of an update on kind of what's been going on with kind of my life and what's been going. Like, bro, y'all know, man, I'm as transparent as it come. Like, I don't hide shit, bro. I ain't got shit to hide. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all every time. So no matter what that might look like, because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I almost cursed right there, you feel me? I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't care about nobody's opinion of me. The only person's opinion that matters is my own. So with that being said, I'm gonna kind of take y'all back to the beginning. So about 6 months ago, 7 months ago or so, I had to give away my dog, like my pit bull. You know, I had him since he was a baby. Yeah, he was about 4 weeks when I got him, and I had him all the way up until he was about 5, 6 years old, and I had to give him away. Unfortunately, due to where I'm living at, they don't allow that specific breed of a dog to be around, and I couldn't find anyone that I know to take him in, so I had to give him away. And I know, like, if you ever had any type of pet or you had any type of dog or anything like that, then you understand 100% where I'm coming from, like, and why that like hurt me as much as it did, and why it like upset me as much as it did. Like, you become really attached to these dogs, and you develop a certain type of love as if they're human, you know? Like, it's just a different type of love, man, because dogs display a certain type of unconditional love that you don't get on a regular basis, you know? When you come home from work, or you come home from just being out and about, you know, your dog shows you the same unconditional love that it shows you the day before, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, having to give away a dog or having to put a dog down, I understand people when they be like depressed and heartbroken, because it's a type of unconditional love and bond that you don't receive that on a regular basis, you know? So it's like, for those of you who do have dogs currently, you know, cherish those moments with that dog, man. Like, because it might be a day where you got to give the dog away, or the dog might sadly pass away. So you always want to cherish those moments, man, and love on your dog the same way it loves on you, because your dog doesn't care if you had a bad day. It doesn't care if you had a good day. It doesn't care if you had an okay day. It still shows you the same love on a consistent basis, and that's what unconditional love really looks like. And even though I had to give away my dog, I'm just grateful for the experience to be able to raise something from such a young age and see it really grow and transform and develop personalities, characteristics, and just being able to love something so much, bro. It's like it was a blessing, you know, and I'm grateful for the experience. And most importantly, the dog really just showed me unconditional love. So I try to take that. It's crazy that I just said, like, I learned something from a dog. You feel me? Like, you can learn something from anything in your life, just depending on your perception of it and your perspective on it. Like, I feel like I learned a lot from that dog. Like, that dog showed me to show unconditional love no matter what. Even if somebody decides to treat me poorly or treat me bad, I still send love their way, because, like, it's life, you know? Love outweighs everything. We all are one. We all are interconnected. So why be an asshole just because somebody's being an asshole to me? I'd rather just be kind and show love, because I know I'm going to receive that love. Whether it might not be through that person that I'm having this interaction with, but I might come across another person, and that same love I just gave that negative person, this new person I came across might give it right back to me, just because I'm authentically being myself and I'm authentically showing unconditional love. You know, that's what unconditional love is. You know, we don't always have to stoop down to people's level just because they want to be an asshole or they want to be mean or disrespectful. It doesn't mean you have to dish it out. Now, some instances, you know, you got to stand on business, because some people will push your buttons and they will try you. But I'm just saying, like, if it's a chance to take the high road, always take that high road, because you're just going to reflect it back to yourself. It just might be through someone else, and you never know how that abundance might come back to you or how that might reflect back to you. So always keep that in mind as far as showing unconditional love and taking the high road. So yeah, man, that kind of really heartbroke me, man. I cried real tears when I had to give my dog away, man. That really hurt me, and I still think about him a lot to this day. Because like I said, he really showed me what unconditional love is, and showed me that everybody deserves unconditional love. You know, someone might be having a bad day. It doesn't matter to me, though. You know, as long as I remain authentically me, spread love, peace, laughter, light, in any way I know how, I'm gonna do that, you know, because that person might need it in that moment. You never know. So that dog really showed me that. I learned that from my dog, you know, and I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful to even be able to have learned that in the first place, you know. So yeah, man, I went through that. That was a rough patch, you know, giving away my dog. Like, that was my best friend. Like, he got me through some deep, dark times. Like, he got me through my whole phase of depression I was going through, man. That dog really helped me through a lot, bro. Like, and I'm forever grateful for that experience. And I'll never forget that dog, man. Really, seriously, I will never forget him. But followed by that, yeah, I know, I get asked this a lot. A lot of people been making assumptions. I'm pretty sure if you're able to read between the lines and pick up, like, I've dropped plenty of hints already. I just haven't been direct with it. But I was in a relationship, a public relationship at that. Somewhat public, semi-public, whatever you want to consider it. But I did post her a lot. And we were no longer together, you know. We decided to split and go our separate ways. So cat's out the bag, you know, that's no longer a secret. But like I said, if you've been paying attention, you probably already figured that out. Like, we're no longer, I don't post her anymore. We don't follow each other on social media. Like, if y'all really be doing y'all homework, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't already figure that out. But, like, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, shit, nothing lasts forever in this lifetime. And, you know, I came to realize that and learn that at an early on in my journey, that life is constantly evolving. I'm constantly evolving and expanding. So, like, when people do come into my life, I don't expect them to stick around forever, you know, because that's the easy way to get hurt, you know, and it's the easy way to attach yourself to an idea of somebody. You never should do that. You never should attach yourself to an idea or an individual, period, because in the long, like I said, people can up and go and leave at any moment. So you got to be prepared for that situation to even happen in the first place. So, like, was I shocked by it? Honestly, no, I wasn't shocked by it. Like, I knew it was going to come. And it's so funny and so crazy because I journal so often. I had already journaled that was inevitable to happen, that we were going to split and go our separate ways. I just seen it. Did it happen the way I envisioned it? No. But whatever happens the way we envision it, it might happen and manifest, but it never happens and manifests the way that you expect it to. So, yeah, she initiated the breakup. You know, I respect her decision. There's no love lost on my end. Like I said, I'm all about unconditional love. I still love her to death. I still got a lot of love for her. I still got a lot of great things to say about her, you know. You know, it was good and it was bad. It was good to other relationship, it was bad parts of the relationship, just like any other relationship that I've ever been in. You know, it ain't always sunshine and rainbows, you know, but it is what it is. You know, we learned what we were supposed to learn from each other, and it's time for us to go our separate ways. Like I said, there ain't no love lost, you know. I still rock with her, bro. You know, I respect her decision. I respect where she's headed on her journey and where she's headed at on her path, you know. So, you know, I wish her the best. I hope she get everything out of life that she want to get. I hope she gains everything that she wants to gain. And this journey she's on, I hope she completes that to the best of her ability, bro. Like, on some real shit. I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning I was confused. And I was just, like, kind of fucked up behind it. But then it's like I said, I had to remind myself, like, bro, the law of detachment. Like, why am I, like, nothing is happening to me right now. I'm just observing it. These feelings and emotions I'm having, I'm just observing these feelings and I'm observing these emotions. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm just observing myself being angry and being upset. You know what I'm saying? So I don't identify with those feelings at all. And that really helped me get over that shit so fast and so quick. Like, I was only down for about a day or two. After that, I'm right back to normal. Like, y'all see, I was on social media like ain't nothing happened to me. And I didn't go in to say I didn't love her and I didn't value the relationship, because I did. But at the same time, why would I be sitting around sulking and crying about some shit when I know everything is subject to change? Nothing stays still. Nothing stays permanent. Everything is constantly revolving. Everything is constantly evolving. So why would I sit around sulking and crying and worrying about what could have been? No, I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful that you came into my life. I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot about myself when it comes to relationships. And that just is what it is, bro. Like, I'm going to move forward. You know, I'm going to manifest somebody else or find somebody else the same way I manifested and found you. Like, everybody can be replaced. Sad to say, but you can. Just the same way she probably feel I could be replaced. Like, it is what it is, bro. You're going to meet someone else. You know, am I looking for somebody else? No, not necessarily. But, I mean, it's a part of the human experience, bro. Nothing stays the same forever. So I didn't really stay down. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't crying my eyes out. I wasn't like, bro, don't get me wrong, it fucked me up, like I said, for about the first day or two. After that, I was cool, bro. I was right back, because I already knew, like, that shit needed to happen. And the moment that shit happened, my life started to go up. Like, no play. Like, shit just started to be better for me again. Like, it felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulder, bro, on some real shit. And that just goes to show I probably should have walked away a long time ago when I, you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn. I'm just grateful for the experience. I'm grateful for her coming into my life. She taught me a lot of things. Like, she got me doing yoga and shit. Like I said, I got nothing but positive shit, bro. But it is what it is. So, yeah, me and her are no longer together, bro. Like, I still wish her the best. I still got a lot of love for her. I still respect her. And I respect her decision, most importantly. It is what it is. You feel me? If I see her out and about, I'll speak and say hello, you know. I don't know if she feel the same way, but, I mean, I think the feeling is mutual from my understanding. Like, if she texts me, I'm going to text her back. Same way if I text her, I know she's going to text me back. But it don't got to be on a relationship type of time. Like, we can just be mutual and we can be cool about certain shit. But, yeah, I went through that. I went through a breakup. It didn't really break me. It didn't really make me. It didn't define me. It just was another experience that I learned from, another experience that I could look back on and reflect on. And most importantly, I'm just grateful for it in the first place. You feel me? But I don't want to make this whole video about that. I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I know it's a lot of people out there that was wondering, you know, what was up with that. But, yeah, she decided she wanted to go in a different direction, you feel me? And, you know, I just wasn't a part of that, which I respected, you know. Like I said, I ain't got no shit but to respect it. It is what it is, bro. Life moves on. Life goes forward, bro. Like, shit. It is what it is, you know. I'm not gonna let that shit have me out here crying like a baby or no shit like that. Like, bro, it is what it is, bro. Same way I just gotta remember what life was before I met you. You know what once I started to remember what life was before I met her, it was a lot easier to get over that situation. Like I said, the key is attaching to shit, bro. You don't want to attach yourself to anything, especially an idea of what somebody could be or what something potentially could become. You just got to live in the moment, and whatever happens, happens. And shit, it happened that way. It is what it is. It's time to move forward. Like, it is what it is. Like I said, I was still on social media. I'm still like, bro, it is what it is, bro. But once you master the law of detachment, there's not a lot in this world that can really get to you or get under your skin, bro, because you already know nobody is here to stay around for the long run. It's all temporary. Things are subject to change. People are subject to change. You can't control any of this shit. All you can do is be in the moment and appreciate the experience, bro. And that goes for not only relationships, but friendships, family members. You never know. People can say whatever they want to say. They can leave at any moment. But it's how you respond to them leaving is what's most important. So that's just something I picked up on, and that's something I've learned, you know, over over my journey, you know. So yeah, that is what it is, bro. It's all love at the end of the day. But that's enough of that. Fast forward that, you know, I quit my job, bro. I quit my job, and I don't know, you know, I ain't gonna say I don't know, but I was already feeling iffy about this job to begin with. Because, like, I was making minimum wage from this job. $15 an hour base pay as a cashier, right? Working at Home Depot. And it was supposed to be a temporary job, but I was, you know, job market kind of sucks right now. So I was, you know, thugging it out, doing what I can do. But, like, I'm getting part-time hours, making minimum wage. So, like, that shit was weighing on me and taking a toll on me, bro. And I just started to get really, like, every day going to work just started to get harder and harder to go to work. It started to get harder and harder to get my ass up and go in there. Managers getting on my nerves. Co-workers are co-workers at the end of the day. And every day I went in there, I'm just listening to motivational stuff on my phone. Like, every day I'm going in there. Bob Proctor kept popping up on my YouTube feed, so I'm listening to him, and I'm listening to him talk and talking about, like, how you can manifest the life you want to live and get the life you want to live, and you know, it was really getting to me, and I'm just like, man, the more I'm listening to Bob Proctor, the more I'm realizing, like, I don't belong here, bro. Like, I know I don't want to be here, so why do I keep coming into work? Even though knowing that I don't want to. But, you know, it's the ego saying I need to come in here, I need to make money, I need to make this amount of money, I need to do this, I need to do that. But I'm listening to my intuition. My intuition is like, bro, when has there ever been a situation or moment to where you weren't okay or you didn't figure it out? And, you know, that's when you walk that thin line between, do I trust my intuition or do I let my ego win and I stay somewhere that I know I don't want to be at? Because I'm afraid to trust the unknown. I'm too afraid to step into the unknown, you know, stepping into something I don't really know too much about or something that I'm unsure of. And, you know, that went on for some time until one day I was at work, and then one of my older co-workers, he got to be about like 40, 50 years old, right? he kept talking to me and was like, this ain't no job you want to make a career out of, and I'm just like in my head, like, yeah, I know, like, I don't want to be here. But I ain't telling him that, though. I'm just listening to him, just hearing him out, hearing what he got to say. But he just kept repeating this every day, like telling me different jobs I can go get, different trades I can go get. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to do none of that shit, bro. Like, if I'm going to do something, it got to be because I want to do it. I ain't always in it just for the money, because I feel like life is so much bigger than just a piece of paper with somebody's face on it, I want real peace. I want real love. I want real, like, abundance, I just want to feel alive, and that doesn't always include money. So, like, I don't want to just sell myself short just because I'm after a fixed dollar amount. Like, there is no limit to how much I can make an hour, there's no amount of money that can define how much I'm worth per hour, only I can define that within myself. It isn't up for a company to determine I'm worth this much an hour. I'm worth whatever I say I'm worth. And I really, truly believe that, And people might not agree with that, but I don't care. Like, I believe in that. And it is what it is. So one day he had came up to me and he was like, I get the sense that you don't want to be you don't want to be here. Like, you don't like working here or something. And I'm like, what make you say that? He like, it's just your energy. Like, I can feel it. Like, you don't want to be here. You don't belong. Like, you just don't want to be here. So why do you still come here if you don't want to be here? And I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, he's right, though. Like, it's that obvious. Like, as far as my energy, facial expression, like, I just don't want to be in here. Like, I'm making it that apparent now. That's when I already knew, like, okay, it's time to get ready to go, and it's time to get ready to leave up out of here. Like, so I came back to work the next day. I'm back listening to these videos and stuff like that. And I just feel so out of place. Like, it's a feeling, like, if you know, like, when you feel so out of place at work, it just get harder and harder to go in there. Like, you literally got to force yourself to get up and go to work. And I feel like when you start feeling like that, bro, it's time to go. You got to trust your intuition and get up out of there, bro. You can't go against your intuition. Like, you got to be able to have faith in yourself, have faith in God, the universe, whatever you believe in. Have faith in that outside source that you gonna be okay, man. And you ain't having these feelings for no reason. You gotta believe in that feeling, bro, and trust the unknown. Because there's never really been a point in your life when you weren't okay. Things might have looked bad in that moment, but you always got through it. God always got you through it. You feel me? So just knowing that alone, I was like, all right, man. Like, I can't keep faking it. I can't keep pretending and coming in this shit. I'm not coming back tomorrow. My mind is made up. I'm not coming to work tomorrow. So next day came. I got up. I was on my way to work, and I'm just like, bro, I sat my ass back down and took my work clothes off. Like, I'm just not going back in there. I'm not. I don't know how I'm going to get this money, but I know I'm going to get it. You feel me? I got certain bills coming up. I don't know how I'm going to pay it, but I know I'm going to pay it. Like, I don't know where this money going to come from, but I know I'm going to get this shit. Like, and that's just the mentality I had. So I said, fuck it. I'm not going back to work. Fuck that job. That shit just ain't right for my energy, so I'm not going back. Long story short, weeks went by. I haven't been back to this job. But you know what's so funny and what's so ironic with me not going back to this job? My boss was still, not even my boss, but the HR department was calling my phone. Like, I haven't been to work in about a month. Mind you, I haven't been to work in a month. No call, no show. I just stopped going. They calling my phone like, hey, we just wanted to check in and see if you're okay. We just wanted to know if you was all right. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm okay. Like, everything's cool. They're like, okay. We just wanted to check in on you. So we have you scheduled for tomorrow. Do you want to come in tomorrow? So I took a pause for a moment, like, come in tomorrow? I haven't been to work for a month. I didn't call, update y'all or nothing. Y'all still got me on the schedule? That's what I'm like, bro. Something ain't right. Like, that shit just ain't sit right with me, bro. Because any other job would have been booted my ass out the door. Like, mind you, I'm nothing but a cashier. You can easily get another cashier. Like, it ain't nothing to get another cashier. Mind you, we had already hired new cashiers. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave in the first place, because hours were very limited, being that they keep hiring cashiers. We got cashiers that's in college coming back, so it wasn't that many hours to go around. And I've been mentioned to them I wanted to move to a different department, which they drug their feet on that as well. So I'm like, bro, I got to get the fuck out of here. You know, it's something better for me out here. I know it is. I can feel it. So that's when I was just like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll come. I ain't say I think about it, but I'm like, yeah, I'll come in tomorrow. So I told myself, I'm like, I'm going to think about it. Since they still got me on the schedule, it wouldn't hurt to make a little bit of extra money. So I might go in tomorrow. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow. So I slept on it. I got up, and I just looked at the time. I'm like, nah, it don't even feel right. Like, I'm not going in there, bro. Like, my mind been made up a month ago that I'm done working for y'all. I'm not going in there. So I just didn't go, and I ain't heard nothing back from them. And it's just like, it is what it is, bro. I put myself in a predicament to where it's like all the pressure on me now, you know. I got no choice but to succeed. I got no choice but to make something out of myself. I got no choice but to go all in, you know. Put my trust in the unknown and let the rest take care of itself and play out the way that it was always designed to play out in the first place. So I ain't been having money problems, you know what I'm saying? I just been I've been getting money the best way I know how, bro. That's the simplest way I can put it. No, I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing nothing illegal or nothing like that. But, you know, I come from a family of people that know how to get money. So if there's an opportunity for me to make money, I'm going to make money. As long as I ain't breaking no rules, I ain't harming nobody, I'm not doing anything to break the law in that manner, then I'm gonna make money the best way I know how. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, money been coming in. Some days are better than others. Some days are excellent. And there's some days where it's just a little quiet. It's a little dim. But, shit, I'm surviving right now, bro. And I know it's only temporary until I do what it is that I truly, truly want to do. Which that's where all my focus is right now anyway, is just building myself up to be an entrepreneur and work for myself. So, you know, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. Stay patient, bro. Stay positive, man. And just know that I'm going to get everything that I set out to desire, bro. If I can see it, then I can achieve it. If I can believe it, then I can achieve it as well. There's nothing that I can't do. As long as I put my mind to it, believe in myself, bro, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. So like I said, I put the pressure on myself, man, but I like that, though. I back myself into a corner to where it's like I got to perform. I got to do everything that I said I'm going to do, because if I don't, then I'll fuck around and fail. And if I fail, there's nobody to blame except myself. There's nobody to blame except myself, because at that point in time, I'm going against myself and I'm going against everything that I stand for. So it's like, I'm going to see it through. You know, I know what it is I need to do. I know what it is that needs to be done. So I'm going to do that. You know, I'm going to just one day at a time, bro. One day at a time. Just keep taking small progress. Keep taking small steps to get to where it is that I want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm great. I'm great. I'm destined for greatness, man. And I know that for a fact. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Nobody can make me feel otherwise, you know. Nobody can make me feel any differently about myself, you know. So it just is what it is, bro. I'm different from the rest. Some people may have folded in my situation and be like, man, I'm going to stay at this job until I got another job lined up. But it's like, I ain't got to do that, because I already know, bro, what's meant for me is meant for me, and what isn't meant for me isn't meant for me. I know how to trust and follow my intuition. That's my greatest superpower, is following my intuition, bro. So it's like, I already know. Like, yeah, I'm different, but that's what makes me so unique, is me being so different from society, bro. Me being different is what's gonna get me to the next step or the next phase of my life. Me being different, or what other people would deem as different. You know, me not being a conformist and following society's rules and society's way of doing things is what's going to help me get to the next level. Me being a non-conformist, not conforming to anything or anyone else's ideas or beliefs. I'm not putting myself in a box like the rest of society is doing. I see more for myself. I want more for myself. So I'm going to get that shit and I'm going to attain it. I don't give a fuck about who believes in me and who doesn't believe in me, because I believe in myself. That's the only fucking thing that matters to me, bro, is the belief that I have in myself, bro, because I see it. Like I said, I already see the life that I want to live, bro. So I just got to keep taking the steps that I need to take to get there. Now, I'm not saying this shit going to happen overnight. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week. But I'm saying, as long as I keep taking the steps that's necessary for me to obtain this life that I want to live, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. That goes for anything in life. Anything that you want to achieve, just keep working towards that shit. You want to master something, keep practicing, keep working towards it. You're going to master that shit eventually. That goes for anything. And me just having that mentality and knowing that shit, it's just like, bro, I have no worries, bro, about anything. I don't give a fuck what nobody else views of me in this moment. I don't care. People can say I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. I don't care. The image I have of myself overcomes all of that shit, bro. And that's the way it's always supposed to be. Can't nobody tell me shit about me. Period, bro. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. So, like, I ain't had no job in about 2-3 months. But there was an opportunity that presented itself for me to make a little bit of money. I'm considering it. I might go after it. I might just do it. I might just try it out and see how it is. But there's no guarantees, bro, because like I said, I got a bigger picture in my mind. I want so much more for myself, and I see myself having so much more. I can almost taste it, bro. I could literally almost fucking taste it. Like, so me just knowing that, bro, like I said, I have no worries, man, about anything. But that's been what's going on with me, bro. I lost my dog. I went through a breakup, and I quit my job. You know, for a lot of folks, that's a lot to go through within the past 4-5 months. That's a lot to go through within the 3 to 4 month span. That's a lot of events back to back to back. So a lot of people would fold. A lot of people would be panicking, confused, this, that. I'm not worried. I'm not confused about any of that, bro, because I know I'm all right, man. I know I'm okay. And I know that for a fact, bro. God got me, man. Always, bro. God forever with me, man. Me and God like this. For sure, for sure. So, like, that's been what's going on with me, man. As far as the content, I've been kind of, like, hibernating with the animals, man. It's back warm and shit outside. So, like, I'm going to be back outside doing shit like that, man. I got a lot of shits in the works, man. Just stay with me. That's all I'm going to say is stay with me, bro. So I'm about to really become unrecognizable to a lot of people, bro. Like, I really needed to go through a lot of that shit because I had to remind myself who the fuck I was. Like, yeah, I took a couple of L's, but was they really L's, though? I don't look at them as L's. I truly, truly don't look at anything that has happened to me within these past 3 to 4 months as a fucking L. I look at it as, yeah, it might be an L, but L as in a lesson, something I could learn from, something that I can observe and see what went wrong or what I can do, how can I better myself going forward. That's how I look at those situations. I'm not fucked up about nothing. My life is great. Life is amazing. Me just being able to come out here and it's enough for me, bro. Life itself is enough for me. So why the fuck would I be mad about what another person decided to do with their life? Or why the fuck would I be mad that I had to give away a dog? Or why the fuck would I be mad that I had to quit this job that was so fucking toxic and draining to me? Why would I put my energy into that shit when I could put my energy into the things that I do to help myself advance and go forward, bro? If I can do that shit, why would I be fucked up about some shit that didn't already happen? I can't change it. I can only focus about right now, the present fucking moment. That's the only thing I can put my time, my energy, and my effort into. I can't worry about some shit that happened 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, a month ago, 4 months ago. I don't give a fuck about that shit that already happened. I can't go back and try to fix it. I can only worry about right now. Shit that's happening in front of me right now. That's the only shit I can worry about, bro. I can't put my focus and time into some shit that's I don't even know what's gonna happen next, or some shit that didn't already fucking happen, bro. It didn't already happen. Poof, it's in the wind. So why would I be fucked up about any of that shit, bro? I don't care. I truly, truly don't care, bro. It's all the experience. And I'm just grateful to be here to experience it all, bro, and share my journey and share my story with somebody out there that might either be going through the same thing, or you might end up going through the same thing. Who knows? You feel me? We all are one and the same. So, like, there's no telling who's going through what I'm going through right now, or who done already went through what I went through. It is what it is, bro. Like I said, I'm as transparent as it comes, bro. I don't hide shit for nobody because this shit is just documentation. Not only for people who follow me, but it's for myself as well. So, like, when I get to certain positions and I hit certain milestones, I can always look back on these videos and I can always look back at these times of myself and just evaluate and be like, damn, you came a long ass way, bro. I'm proud as fuck of you. Like, I tell myself this shit a lot. Maybe a lot of people should start looking in the mirror and telling themselves how much they love themselves. Like, I'm proud of you for getting through this situation. I'm so fucking proud of you for overcoming this. Like, you said you were gonna do this and you really fucking did it. I'm proud of you, bro. You didn't let that situation break you. You didn't let that situation make you. You grew through that shit. You transmuted that shit into something positive that you could benefit from. So no matter what it is you go through, transmute that shit, man. You transmute it. Somebody come up to you being an asshole, you transmute that energy. Okay, thank you. I love you. I hope you have a great, beautiful rest of your day. You just transmuted that shit. You just took that negative and turned it into a positive. Now you just absorbed all that good ass energy, bro. That goes for any situation you go through. Your girl break up with you, break your heart. You say, damn, it was a good run while it lasted, man. I really fuck with her, bro. We had some good ass memories. I'm so grateful that I got to experience that shit. Now it's on to the next experience, bro. You don't sit in that shit and soak in it and, oh my God, like, what did you ain't do nothing wrong, bro. Your time with that person, that experience just ran out. The timer ran out. It's time for you to walk into and step into another experience. That might be with another person. You might got to sit with yourself for a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. That's just the way this shit go, bro. That's just the way this shit go, bro. You can't get too caught up in that shit, man. It's life, bro. This shit is forever evolving. It's forever moving around, bro. This shit is unpredictable. You can't really predict anything because you don't know. You just don't. And that's the beauty of this shit, bro. Just enjoy the ride, bro. Just enjoy the motherfucking ride, bro. We live in a beautiful ass universe, man. We live in the unknown, literally. We live in the unknown. Anything is subject to change. So don't you get too attached to anything, and don't you over-identify with anything. Don't identify with no label. Don't identify with no person you think you're so deeply in love with. Don't get too attached to that shit. Don't get too attached to anything. Just appreciate the moment. Appreciate the experience. Appreciate the connection, bro. Appreciate the laughter. Appreciate the memories. Appreciate all of it. Because when it's gone, bro. On to the next experience, bro. That's what life is, man. The experience. You just observing everything around you. It's like we're one walking camera, just walking around observing everything, bro. But that's enough of this video, man. That's a little update on what's been going on with me, bro. Like, shit, I'm good. For real, overly good. Like, I'm me again. Like I said, I needed that shit to happen to me. Sometimes you just need to go through some shit, bro, so that you can get a reminder. You can be reminded again of who the fuck you was. Like, sometimes you need to go through a breakup so you can get a reminder of who the fuck you was before you was in a relationship with this person. Sometimes you need to lose your car. Sometimes you need to lose your house just so you can get a reminder like, yeah, I was getting a little too motherfucking comfortable. Now I'm in an uncomfortable position. This shit is gonna make me go harder. This shit is gonna make me tap back into that power that I already knew lied deep within me, but I just lost touch of it because I got too comfortable. Sometimes you just need to be put through that fire so that match can get re-sparked and relit again. You feel what I'm saying? And you come back on top like, yeah, hold on, I forgot who the fuck I was. Like, let me turn back up real quick and step back into who the fuck I truly am. Sometimes you just need to go through some shit to get that reminder, bro, and that's all right. Don't never look at nothing as a bad thing, bro. Always look at the situation as, what can I learn from this situation in this moment? Because I guarantee you it's always something you can learn, bro. Always, bro. Always, bro. You just gotta change your perspective on that shit, bro. That's how you manipulate and bend this motherfucking matrix, bro. You don't let this shit drain your energy, bro. You transmute that shit, bro. Transmute. Pure alchemy. But yeah, man. This video already kind of a little lengthy, bro. But yeah, that's what's going on with me, man. I'm like I said, I ain't really go nowhere. You know, I haven't been uploading every single day. Even though that wasn't really my type of style anyway. I'm gonna be way more consistent. Cause like I said, I got a lot of ideas and shit like that I want to do. So this was just a little update. I had to put this video out there. I had to address some shit, man. Yeah, it just is what it is, bro. I love who love me, man. I respect who respect me. Even if you don't like me, you don't love me, you don't have respect for me, it's all cool. I still send love your way. Still send positivity your way. It is what it is. So I ain't got no hate on my body for nobody, bro. It's all love, unconditional. My dog taught me that shit. My motherfucking dog taught me that shit. No matter how somebody treat me, bro, I'm always gonna take the high road and treat them with kindness and respect and love, bro. Cause that shit is gonna come back to me times 10. That's how you transmute energy, bro. That's how you fucking transmute energy. Focus on being a good person, man. That shit'll take you very far, bro. And the universe blesses people like that, man. I'm telling you, bro. God blesses people like that. God take care of his people, bro. Just be a reflection of God, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And that shit gonna come back to you. That shit gonna come back to you. But yeah, man, I love y'all, man. Continue to take care of yourself. Continue to put yourself first, man. And remember who the fuck you is, man. Don't let nobody play with you, bro. You him. If you watching this and you a girl, you her. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Real shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, bro. It don't matter who believe in you. Long as you believe in your motherfucking self. Long as you believe in your motherfucking self, bro. It ain't nothing nobody can tell you. On some real shit. But yeah, I love y'all, man. It's enough for me. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.